Welcome to the G Spot Experience with, yes, your girl Germaine. And we are back with another coffee break. And today's coffee brew is you're not starting over, you're starting wiser. Hmm, what is this going to be all about? So, before we get into it, we want to just give a moment for people to chime in on the different platforms that we're live on, which is my Facebook, my Instagram, and my YouTube. And if you have not yet clicked on the link in the description to subscribe to the YouTube channel, please make sure you do. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you like it. If you like the content, then make sure you click the likes because I guess it's all a part of an algorithm, right? But make sure you click the likes. But we are building those numbers over there on the YouTube channel, and we will soon be hitting a milestone of 10,000 followers. So, with that being said, if you are chiming in, make sure you leave comments. Let me know that you connected, that you're on, or even if you're watching the replay of this, send me comments so I know what your thoughts are. I'm always interested. This is a community. It's not just about me, it's about all of us collectively together. So I hope this resonates with some of you. But let's get into the message as people are coming in. Let's get into it because, like I said, and I'm going to stop saying it, I'm working on my time. I do not want to hold you too long, but let's get in the message. Hopefully, we'll keep it at 15 minutes or less, right? So, today's message, you're not starting over, you're starting wiser. So, you know how we do. We take a pause and we pour in a purpose. And what are you drinking today? What did you bring in for the coffee break? Because I have my coffee. Give me a sec. It is super hot. I don't know what you're drinking, but just have something in your mug, your cup, your bottle, whatever it is. Water, tea, juice, smoothie, soda, whatever you drink. Okay? All invited. So let's get into this message real quick because, like I said, I don't want to hold you, but I'm glad that you're enjoying the content. That's the feedback I've been getting. And so I'll be here Monday through Fridays. And as you know, or if you don't know, Friday is Author Brew Friday. That's when we bring someone in studio that has published a book, maybe from the Hope of Vision Publishing family or someone outside of the Hope of Vision Publishing family, or maybe you're someone that's thinking about writing a book and you want to talk about it and you want to share, you want to get some feedback on it. As a publisher, I know it's a part of my assignment and I'm super excited because over 17 plus years, we are here. We have published over 500 plus books in the marketplace, and we are excited about bringing people's story to life. And with that being said, let me get into this message. You're not starting over, you're starting wiser. So let's think about this because so many people dread the idea of starting over. It's like failure, wasted time. Hmm. Like everything you built didn't matter. But let me flip the narrative on this one, okay? You're not starting over, you're starting wiser. And you're not at a square one position. You're at a new level or a next level with more clarity, more courage, more capacity than ever before. So now I want to just dive a little bit into that because we all in our life may have been at a place whereas we felt like we have to start over. We need a reboot. We need a reset. But you know what? You always think about all the time you have invested in that, you know, um, and you haven't seen it come completely to fruition, and you don't want to leave just yet. So we all probably been at that place. But what if, like I said, if you flip the narrative just a little, just let's tweak it just a little. What if you don't think about that you're starting over? and you have all this invested in that or whatever. But what if starting over can really catapult you to where you're supposed to be? Think about it. And while you're thinking about that, let me just get a little air because it is super hot here. But you know what? I'm having one of those little personal summers. So, but anyway, so I want you to think about where are you right now in your life? And are you in a place in your life whereas you feel like it's time to start over? And you know what? It could be due to certain things, several things. I don't know. Make it personal for you. It could be starting needing to leave a relationship to start a new relationship. It could be I'm at the end of my road here at this job and it's time. I got to get out. I got to start over. And even though you're thinking already, like, but what is that going to look like? Or what do I have in the pipeline right now that I can't leave just yet because of, or whatever those things are that may be holding you back, but there's something in you that says it is time. It is time for me to start over. Um, or it is time for me to move to a different position, but you feel like you're stuck, whatever it may be. Let me just give you some ideas though. Starting wiser. Remember, you're not just starting over, you're starting wiser this time around, right? So let's think about and let's look at some things that will cause you, well, let's look at some things starting wiser and what that could look like for you. So, in your present situation, you recognize red flags a lot faster from what you've already gone through, right? So, when you're starting wiser and moving forward to your next position, your next level, just think you've had an education, you've been in school, you've been in training. And so now you're moving forward with a lot of knowledge, being equipped, you're able to identify some things a lot faster than maybe you have in the past. So, also, you know your value and you set better boundaries. Think about it. So, don't just look at the negative, look at what you've gained from the place you've been in. So, as you're moving forward and starting wiser, that you are coming equipped this time. Last time you may not have had all the things that you needed in your kit, in your bag, to be able to go through what you needed to go through. But now, since you've gone through some things, now you're more equipped. So also, you've seen what doesn't work versus what could work now, um, and know you're ready to build what does work. Hmm. You've walked through the fire and you didn't come out empty handed. You came out refined. So, when you're thinking about if you're at a position right now and I am at a place in, I really, really don't want to start over. I really don't want to start over. But a part of you is saying, but it's time. You need to start over. I want you to look at the full picture. I want you to look at not just focusing on anything negative, but I want you to focus on what have you been equipped with to now move forward in your wiser starting position. Hmm, your wiser starting position, right? So use everything you've gone through as what is going to help you catapult you into your next level, your next position. Hey, Jesse Moss, 92775. Welcome this morning. So, girl, we are just talking about you're not starting over, you're starting wiser. And so, as I said, that pretty much I want you to focus on if you're at a place in your life right now and you know that I don't have it in me to start over. Even though starting over may be the best solution for you. But a part of us gets so comfortable and we get so complacent in that space that it's like, I don't want to start over. So we don't realize we hold ourselves in prison. We hold ourselves in that prison. And all along, we know deep down inside, I got to get out of this place. I got to move from this space. I got to move forward into something else. So remember, go back to another coffee break when we talked about do not allow yourself to be bound. So if that thing is keeping you bound, it's time to shift and move. It's time for you to reevaluate everything you've gone through in that place that you are presently in and look at once again what are the red flags that you can now recognize a lot faster. Knowing, do you now know your value? And a lot of times this happens in relationships. People get stuck in relationships. Nobody wants to be alone. So sometimes we just deal with what comes with that relationship when we know I'm better than this. They're not good for me. Why am I giving my power away to somebody? Starting over is probably the best thing for you to do. You just don't know how to move forward. So, before just stepping out, moving forward, if you need to, if you're at a place and you're ready to step and move forward, right? But I do want you to begin to evaluate what you've gone through, what you've gained, what you've learned. It's like going to school, right? You're in school, you learn things, you graduate to the next level. Same thing with life. You're learning things about self, about how you show up in the world, about who is good, how you can interact and, you know, just manage relationships. So think about it as just I'm in class and this is what I'm learning while I'm in class. So now, I want you to keep these things in mind as you're ready to move into your wiser starting position. I want you to think about what are the red flags that I can now identify a lot faster. What is my value? And what boundaries will I set this next time around, right? And what have I seen that doesn't work that I can now take that to know, whoa, nope, that doesn't work. So we're going a different route, right? We're going to go a different route. Um, Also, if you've gone through the fire, being in that position you're in, um, don't leave empty-handed. Take all that you learned into your next wiser starting position. All right. So hopefully, you can see yourself somewhere in there. I know I do. Because starting over for me is good. A lot of time I've learned that starting over has worked for me because if I have gotten stuck, I wouldn't be in the place that I'm in now. I would not been able to build the foundation of my business, my publishing company, and interact with so many wonderful people on a global level. I would not, if I had stayed stuck and didn't trust the process of what I had learned to be able to move forward wiser, I wouldn't be sitting here right now talking to you. So it's good. It's good, especially if you know deep down inside it's time to go. I gotta move. I gotta do this. I gotta do something different. Right. So I just want to tell you today in this coffee break, it is your permission to slip, to let go of shame. You know, it's your permission. You know what? Give yourself permission to let go of shame, let go of self doubt, let go of the idea that you shouldn't be further along. You're exactly where growth required you to be. Let me say that again because you hear it a lot from people saying, you know what, I should be further along. Why am I here? I should be, you are exactly where growth required you to be. Don't mourn the restart. Celebrate the reboot. Celebrate the reboot. Yeah, it's okay. Celebrate you. Celebrate you in your next step, right? This time, you've got insight, intention, and divine instructions on your side because you've gone through something. You've gone through something. And so I want you to take all that with you. I tell people also when they're working on a job and they just hate going to work every day, hate getting up, going to work, hate my job, I really don't want to be there. The power's in your hand. Bottom line, power is in your hand, right? But before you leave, I was not able to build my businesses without absorbing, utilizing what I had learned in previous jobs that were paying me. Think about it. A job could be like your paid internship to your next level, especially if you're looking to build your own empire, right? Take away, and apply it to you, to where you're going. So don't despise, the fact that I hate going to work. I don't want to be here. What can you glean from where you are at the moment that you can utilize as you move forward in life that can help you build on your own legacy? Okay. So I want to say all that in this message today, I just want you to remember you're not starting over, you're starting wiser. And so, as we just come to a close, and I hope any of this resonated with you. And it depends. It depends on where you are in your life. You may already be in that space that I'm already in my starting wiser position. Kudos to you. Remember, learn and glean everything you can wherever you are in your journey in life, because you never know how you may need to go back in your bag, pull those things out, and apply it to where you're going, or for someone else to glean from it. Okay. So, you know how we do. We sip slow, we trust the timing, and we build forward wiser, because wisdom tastes even better the second time around. Ooh, it does. So, I hope that you find some value in this message today, depending on where you are in your life. Um, you know what, whatever you could take away from it, but send me comments in the community and let me know that, hey, this stuff really resonates. Or you know what, I ain't feeling it at all. Whatever's on your heart, we're open. Okay. And so right now, I do want you to remember on Fridays, we do have Author Brew Friday, and we do have an author in studio that we're bringing in. And so we're going to talk about her new book project that's hitting the market, that's getting ready to hit the market. I'm so excited for her. This is book 2, and I call her the quote queen. Yes. Amanda Neighbors, the quote queen, will be joining us in studio on Friday, and we're going to talk all about her book, and we'll talk about the first book she put out. But her new book is When Love Pours, Love Speaks. Everyone should have these in their collection of books, because you can take something away every single day from her book. So, nevertheless, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back tomorrow. God willing, we'll be right here and at 10:30. I'm going to say 10:30. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and you know what? Stay hydrated. It is super hot outside. But we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.